A pillar of the Pacific community, Whaanana Efeso Collins' life is being mourned and his legacy remembered. The 49-year-old Samoan Tokelauan leader and Greens MP has been described by Labour Deputy Leader Kamo Sepuloni as someone who'd embodied the Samoan proverb, o le ala I le pule o le tautua. The pathway to leadership is through service. Following last year's election results, Whaanana said he was elated and humbled to make it into Parliament. In an interview with Lydia Lewis, he describes that his family was his motivation.
It reminded me of what was most important, that we as the adults in the room have to do everything possible to leave behind a planet that is going to survive and sustain the hopes and dreams of my daughters and their friends at school.
Whaanana collapsed while taking part in a charity event in central Auckland. Pacific leaders say Whaanana was a strong community advocate, known for serving the most vulnerable, especially within South Auckland. Alicia Foon has more.
A beloved father, husband, brother and friend, Whaanana Efeso Collins leaves behind a strong legacy of service as someone whose mission was helping the poor. Even until the end, when he collapsed during a charity run, fundraising for clean drinking water to help children in the Pacific, a cause his colleagues say was close to his heart. Health leader Sir Colin Tukuitonga says his death has sent shockwaves across the region, especially in the heart of South Auckland, where he spent most of his time serving others.
Shocking is an understatement. Efeso's friend pursuing on the same mission as the rest of us, small group of us, a good man, good community values, is just absolutely devastating for his family, for the Pacific community, for New Zealand and beyond, I guess. It's just absolutely shocking.
He was elected as the first Polynesian president of the Auckland University Students' Association in the late 1990s, was a youth worker and became an Auckland councillor for the Manukau ward and chair of the Otara Papatoetoe local board for 3 terms from 2016 to 2022. National candidate and longtime friend Fonoti Agnes Lohini says he was a very special person and longtime friend. She says he was not only an advocate, but also a man of action.
Very fierce and fearless voice for the poor. It's quite fitting that he spoke about that in his maiden speech not too long ago. He's actually been in the political arena for many, many, many years, and he had a real big heart of service.
He was a member and supporter of the Labour Party for many years and ran for Auckland Mayor in 2022 with the endorsement of both Labour and the Greens, before standing for the Greens in last year's election for the Panmure Otahuhu electorate. She shared her most recent memory with him when he was inducted into Parliament just last week.
It was really good to connect with him. We had a little laugh. He's always a funny guy. He's always made me laugh. He was just catching me up on his wife and his daughters. That was it. That was for him being a husband and a father.
Former Minister for Pacific Peoples, Albito William Seal, says the loss is being felt across the region.
His profile reached the 4 corners of the Pacific region. He was getting support from overseas when he ran for mayor. I think he broke through that ceiling and gave everybody the belief, hey, anybody can achieve the highest office in New Zealand society. Even though he didn't win it, the fact that he was able to stand for it and get endorsement from major political parties and other organisations made everybody hopeful of the future.
Albito says Whaanana was always speaking truth to power.
I recall when he became a Auckland City Council, on the night of his swearing in, he confronted racism and discrimination in the council. And I think he made everybody feel uncomfortable, made everybody sit up and reflect on their behaviours. I think he was fearless. It woke everybody up. It enabled the next generation to build some confidence in who they were.
Tonga's princess also paid tribute online, saying, quote, "It was no mystery to any of us in the islands how loved he was by many of our Pacifica community in New Zealand," unquote. Whaanana Efeso Collins will be remembered as a pillar for many and bridge for Pacifica and Palangi. His friends and colleagues say their thoughts are with his family, wife and children. They say Fa'anana's legacy will live on.
That was Alicia Foon with that story. You can also listen to the full interview of Lydia Lewis speaking with Fa'anana on our website at rnzi.com. E manuia lau malanga Fa'anana, e le ngalu lau tautua I tangata uma o Aotearoa, New Zealand.